Hi and welcome. We're going to give just a couple of minutes to allow people to arrive and get settled. So if you are in the cozy comforts of your home, you can begin to soften down onto your mat in a comfortable position, whatever that is for you. Love it. Yeah, I'll turn the comments off. Thank you for the reminder. So come on in. Welcome to my home. Thanks for carving out some time to practice breath work, some movements, and also community. Hey, Ange. So I just want you to land into your physical body, start to bring in long, slow, deep breaths, and just let yourself settle. Whatever your day brought forward, now is your time to let it go with a nice exhale breath. My name is Brooke, and I'm going to guide you through this Modo practice. And Modo is built on 3 principles, which are breath awareness, containment, which is how you create support through your physical body, and then expression, using your breath and your body and your spirit to outwardly to express your poses. So today the class is going to be focused on breath, and I'd like to share a quote by Mandy Hale. You don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens. So I hope you have a beautiful practice. As always, take it as you need to. So rest as you see fit. And looking forward to moving and grooving. Just gonna turn comments off and join you on my mat. You can begin to wake up your fingers and your toes, rolling out your wrists and your ankles. And then take your arms overhead. On an inhale breath, stretch your fingers and toes in opposite directions. And with your exhale, soften. 2 more like that. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, release. Last one, inhale. Exhale, let go. Good. Keep an arm extended overhead and then just gently roll to that side. Pause and take stock of how you're feeling today in your physical, mental, and emotional body. And try to move in alignment with what it is you need today. Extend your top leg long. Bring a hand in front of your heart and then slowly guide yourself into a hands and knees position. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Add some pressure into your finger pads. Slight lift of the center of your palm, but pressing down in all other areas. So if you want to imagine bringing thumb and pinky finger towards each other, that'll create a nice amount of lift and spread of your weight through your hands. Biceps roll forward, toes tuck under, hips lift, downward facing dog. Give your dog a walk, lift your heels, bend your knees, let your head go. I'm just really moving gently at the start of practice. And take an inhale, lift your heels. And with your exhale breath, bend your knees, look forward, as many steps as you need, feet to the top of your mat. Place your hands onto your shins, breath in. Exhale, breath to fold. And breathe in, arms wide, reach and rise. Hands pressed together, exhale right in front of your heart. So every Modo practice begins with breath work. Pranayama breath, it goes in through your nose and a nice audible exhale out of your mouth. So let's do this together. Fill up belly, chest, ribs. And with your exhale, interlace your fingers, sigh the air out of your mouth. Press your palms down, keep the fingers interlaced. Breathe in, extend them out, lift them high. Exhale breath, palms together. Release the air, squeeze all muscles in towards the center line. Good, let's do a few more. Inhale. Exhale breath. Strong through your feet, breathe in. Exhale, pressure between palms, let it out. 2 more, nice and fluid. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, deepest one. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, breath. Release your hands. Take them up and overhead. Interlace your index, or all fingers. Release the index finger pointed up, like pew pew. There you go. Press down into your feet. Breathe in, rise tall. And with your exhale, come up and over to the right. Crescent moon pose. Every inhale, you're going to lift up just a little. And exhale, continue to reach. Switch your breath up to in and out through your nose and maintain that through practice. This is Ujjayi, foundation breath of the practice. Good, breathe in, rise to center. Bend knees, bend elbows, exhale. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale over to the left. So stay wide across your ribs. Feeling a nice stretch into the right side of your rib cage. And this is actually engaging quite a bit of core in order to hold this position. So really tap into those muscles on the exhale breath. All the muscles around your rib cage. And take one more breath. Good, breathe in, rise to center. With your exhale, release your hands. Arms are now at shoulder height. Give your shoulder heads a roll up to your ears. Take them down. And then separate your feet, hip distance or somewhere thereabouts. Or if you like having your feet together, give her. Lift tall through your chest, breath in. Exhale to sit down and back, breath out. Powerful pose. Keep attention to your inner thighs, squeeze into that area, and then lift your upper body up and away from your thighs. It can be nice to add slight movement with breath, really feeling that extension through upper body. And then the exhale, challenging strength, sitting a little deeper, weight into your heels. Very nice. Take a breath in and straighten your legs. And with the exhale, start to bring your heels up and away from the ground. Little toe cracks. That's all right. Work the kinks out. You can stay right here for awkward pose, or you can start to bend through your knees. So feel it out. Check in with your breath. Smooth and sweet is what you're going for in terms of the quality of your breath. And in this shape, you want to keep the low belly muscles engaged. Okay, so firming up around the low belly, keeping the pelvis nice and neutral. Shoulders right up on top of the hips. Really tall through the spine. Good, take a breath in, straighten through your legs. So graceful, breath out, lower heels, lower arms. Good. Feet can come in a little closer. On your in-breath, arms sweep overhead. Take your exhale to bring right elbow underneath the right elbow underneath the left. Ooh, that would be hard, wouldn't it? And then twist tie through forearms for eagle pose, or grab for opposite shoulders. Take a breath here. And then sit down and back, 2 legs together. Okay, moving through this slowly. Weight goes into your left foot. And then start to bring right thigh up. And on the exhale, right thigh meets the left. Press as tight as you can together. And then you can hover your toes off the ground, right toes. You can point them, you can tuck them. Steady your gaze. That'll really help with your balance. Channeling a long body with your inhale breath. And a compressed, squeezing body with your exhale breath. Embrace the wobbles. Good. Inhale to release right foot, place it back to the ground. Arms sweep overhead. And exhale, left elbow underneath the right. Press the 2 together. Twist tie or go for your shoulders. Get yourself set, breath in. And then exhale, 2 legs together, sit down. Okay, weight goes all the way into your right foot. Get the balance first and then start to hover left thigh up. And place it on top. And you might have completely different balance experiences from one side of your body to the other. So just acknowledge, go with the flow, honor where you are, and support yourself accordingly. My knee makes funny noises in this shape. Hopefully you don't hear that. Breathe in, left foot, take it and plant it, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, palms press together, take them in front of your heart. Thumbs right to the sternum. Squeeze tight through the legs, or you can add a bit of space, even a block between the thighs can be nice to mix up your practice. Prayer twist, take a breath in all together. And breath out, sit your body down and back. Okay, so getting low with the legs. Tall with the upper body. Breathe in all together. Exhale to turn and face the left. Okay, right elbow can go outside left thigh. I'm going to take right forearm, top of both thighs. Left hand, palm meets the low back. And you're working extension into the spine on your inhale. Rotation to turn and look upwards. Spine moves in 6 different directions. We are working a couple of them right now. Extension and twist. Beautiful. Look down, press your hands together, breathe in, stretch up. And breathe out, hands to heart. And sit yourself down. Good. Full breath. And exhale to turn and face the right this time. So again, elbow can come down. Forearm to top of both thighs. You can even hover, working core strength. Be cognizant of your knees and hips in space. So if you have a look down, knees are at the same level. As the breath leaves, belly draws in, and you twist to open a little more towards the sky. Or in my case, a stipple ceiling. Lower your gaze down, hands together, breathe in, reach them up overhead, and exhale, swim them down by your sides. Lift through your shoulder heads, bring them up to your ears on the in-breath and slide them down, exhale. Standing back bend. I'm gonna take a little bit of space, and I've got a block. If you've got a prop that you wanna use between your thighs, can be nice. Creates just a little more space for the low back. Palms press into the tops of the glutes. Fingers point down. Get the legs fired up first. And then use your inhale breath to take your gaze from eye level up towards the crease of wall meets ceiling. And then upwards, just a little higher. And this is a good indicator. Right here, your breath will get fast if you've gone just a little too deep into your back bend. So it's okay to rise back up and then come into it. Elbows squeeze together. Feel that openness build within your chest, shoulders. Lifting your heart, press it up. Exhale, rise all the way back up to standing, arms by your side. Good time for a little water break if you need it. Tadasana, mountain pose if you don't. Attention goes back to your breath. Make your way to the top of your mat. Place your hands onto your waist. Have some space between your feet. And then take a little bend into your knees. Good little swivel of the hips. Get the body moving, little circles. Try the opposite direction. I don't know about you, but I was sitting today. This can sometimes feel nice. All right, breathe in, look up. And breathe out, fold. Keep the spine long as you go. Hands come down to the ground. And drop your seat a little lower if you can't quite reach the ground. Okay? Look forward on your breath in. And exhale to take right foot to the back of your mat. Heel stays lifted, and this is a setup for a lunge. Climb both hands to your front thigh. So now's the time you can adjust your stance. Longer, shorter. If you're really wobbly, teeter-tottering back and forth, then take your feet further apart. Think east and west. Good. From here, arms by your side, palms face down, runner's lunge. Humble chin, tuck it in towards your chest. And your legs are so strong and powerful. Think of a runner's legs. Channel their energy, big quads, glutes, hammies. Downward pressure through both feet and then pull them towards each other. It's going to give you a little more access into the front of your right leg, hip flexor. Use your inhale breath to take your hands forward, then up nice and high, crescent lunge. Exhale, stay. Breathe in, stretch upwards, open into warrior two. Feet are gonna move just maybe a little further apart. Okay, left toes, top of the mat, facing the top of the mat, back foot somewhere around parallel thereabouts. Play with that angle, I encourage you to try that. Toes slightly up or slightly back. And then arms extend long from the shoulders. Yeah, little hip pop there, good. All right, keep the belly muscles engaged, so core is charged up. Feet press down and squeeze in. How's your breath? You focusing? Are you still breathing? Let's take two strong warrior breaths together. Huge inhale. Exhale to press down into your feet. Give a squeeze. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. With this inhale, reach your arms up into a V. Straighten through your front leg. And guide your left hand down towards left shin, front shin. And this is straight-legged triangle. Right hand, stretch it up as high as it'll go. Okay, very little to no pressure in the lower arm that's touching your leg. The lift is happening through your core. Okay, slight lift upwards with your chest and then roll it open, lean it back. Nice, look down, bend into your front leg, breathe in, float back up. Warrior two, take your left palm to the sky, peaceful warrior. Left arm goes high, right hand can go to hamstring or low back. 2 more breaths. You can deepen into your lunge, see how that feels for you, or maybe even back it off. Good, exhale to rise back, warrior two. Let's breathe in together. And on the exhale, both hands come down, frame your front foot, pivot on your back toes, bend into your knees so you're loading your spring, and then step it forward. Hands on shins, inhale. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, reach and rise. Exhale, hands to heart, and then right to your hips. Good. Separate your feet, coming into it the other side. Okay. So try swiveling through your knees, little circles. We did the hips last time, now we're gonna do the knees. Just feels nice. And then, if it doesn't feel nice, you don't have to do this. And then try the opposite direction. Everything I say, everything every teacher says, challenge that. How does it feel for you? Where can you adjust? We're always open to questions too. Take a breath in, look up. And breath out to fold. Hands come down to frame your feet. Drop the seat again if you can't reach the ground. Look forward, breathe in. Exhale, left toes to the back. Setting up for runner's lunge. Really dig the back toes down and then both hands front thigh. Whew. I'm gonna widen it out. I'm feeling a little wobbly here myself. Good. Once you got that solid foundation set, then the arms come into it. Stretch and reach back. The more you reach back, the more you're gonna feel broadness being created through your chest. You also get the bonus of working your triceps, upper arms. And remember to draw your feet towards each other. Downward pressure, inward squeeze. Good, let's take the arms up, breath in, high lunge, crescent lunge. Breath out, stay. Breathe in, reach, stretch, and open into warrior two. Get yourself adjusted. Working your shape. Notice where your upper body is in space, okay? You want it to be straight up and down, hips, shoulders. And then we're here. Have a look down at your toes. Okay, you want to spread them out, really maximize all the space that they can take up. And then play within the shape. So using your breath, filling up to get the energy, oxygen. Exhale, squeeze the feet, inner thighs, maybe even deepen. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in. Nice long breath out. Last one, breath in. Breath out. Breathe into straighten through your front leg, arms up into a V. Straight-legged triangle, right arm down. Left hand high. Okay, so there's a little bit of a tucking with the hips here. So as you press down into your right heel and try pulling it back energetically, you're going to give a little tuck of the hip. It's like you're scooping your hip back. And then press down into the outer edge of your left foot. Okay, really generating lots of power through that back leg. Where are you holding tension? Is it your tongue, your cheeks, your jaw? Soften those spots and then gaze down. Breathe in, little bend into the front leg, rise up, warrior two. Right palm to sky. Inhale to reverse the warrior, take it back. Exhale to come out, back to warrior two. Full breath in. And a breath out. Cartwheel your hands down, frame your front foot. Listen careful though. Take your front foot, slide it back. Downward facing dog. We're gonna flow through version 1 of the flow. Letting the breath lead the way. Inhale to roll forward into a plank push-up position. Breath out, knees to the ground. Press into your hands. Draw the elbows back, lower your chest and belly at the same time. Top of the feet, connect with the mat. Breathe in, lift up, cobra. Exhale, hands and knees. Downward dog. Now start to walk your hands and feet towards each other. Take your first and second finger, hook them underneath your big toe. Nice solid grip. Okay, if you're having a hard time reaching your toes, again, drop your seat. That'll give you the range. And then gaze forward with your inhale. Exhale, elbows wide. Chest and belly draw towards your thighs. Take your gaze, look behind you. Keep the inner thighs engaged towards each other. And use your breath to expand out into all directions. Release the grip of your toes. Dangle your arms or grab for opposite elbows. Ragdoll. Movement can be nice, little sways. Place your hands on your shins, breathe in. Bend your knees, hands to thighs, breathe out. Heavy pressure, hands into thighs. Inhale to rise all the way up. All right, let's work through some balancing postures. First one is toppling tree. So extend your right leg up at hip height. Okay, and then kick your right heel back. You can start with having the big toe grazing your mat. This will help with balance if you're working through anything. Balance is always a little tricky, right? This is why we practice. All right, gaze is gonna drop down to the ground. Keeping the neck nice and long. Arms can float by sides. Toppling tree. Try to move slower than you want. Okay, using your inhale breath to extend through head, top of the head, out through the heel. And then the exhale breath to hinge. hands onto your waist. Breathe in, come on up slowly. Exhale, right foot down. Left knee with the in-breath, take it high. Exhale, left leg goes back. Build it up slow, it's a rush. If you're rushing to get to the next pose, it'll be there, don't worry. Stay right here with your breath. Paying attention to each little adjustment, each movement. When you're ready, left foot can kick back. Arms by your sides. You can try changing the expression of your hands, spreading fingers, hugging them tight. We'll micro bend into your standing leg. Hands come onto waist. Breathe in, rise it up. Breathe out, foot down. Arms by your sides. Dancer's pose, wide sweep with your inhale breath. And exhale, right arm comes down, palm stays up. And then work your right foot up into your right hand. Have a look back, check and see. You can grab the big toe edge side. It's a great way to keep external rotation into the shoulder joint. Okay, once you have your grip, using breath to guide your posture, slow and steady. Exhales are for the strength and the kick in this posture. Doesn't have to be a big movement, but there's energy there for sure. Breathe in, come on back up. And breathe out, foot down, arms down. Inhale, take them overhead. Other side, left arm, drop it down. Left foot up into left hand. Okay, you can use straps. You can even grab for a pant leg or try hovering. That'll build some glute and hamstring strength. Reach right fingers up, breath in. And exhale, bring the kick. So the front line of the body's getting real stretchy, nice and open. Back of the body's doing the work. How fixed is your gaze right now? If your eyes are moving, you probably are too. So zone it in. Use your breath in to come up. Breath out, foot down, arm down. Hands to your waist, tree pose, right knee, give it a turn open. Connect your foot inside your left leg. Can go calf. You can even keep the foot connected to the ground, press your heel into your ankle, inner thigh. And once you're there, hands can come to heart to land. And then any expression at all. So solid through your feet, both of them pressing down into whatever they're in contact with. Belly muscles help you to get that nice lift out of your waist. So steady, so beautiful. Always picture my favorite trees. Hands can come back to the heart, onto your waist, right knee forward. Place it down, left knee, give it a turn open, connect your foot. What's your favorite tree? Mine are the big white pines. Mostly from region a couple hours north of here. Georgian Bay area, Muskoka, Parry Sound. I even have a few tattooed on my ankle. That's how much I like him. Be a strong, resilient tree within your own body. Establish solid root connection to the earth. Imagine using your breath like you're extending up towards the sun. Taking in the sights, the sounds. Good. Hands return to waist. Knee forward, breath in. Exhale, foot down. Melt yourself all the way down to your mat. You can have a sip of water before landing onto your backs. Midway Shavasana. Once you're settled down, let your heels sink heavy. Bring your connection back to your breath. I love this quote for breath by Baron Baptiste from Perfectly Imperfect. Your breath is the key to unlocking your body's potential. Maintaining steady rhythmic breath is the single most important aspect of the yoga practice. The shapes, they're all secondary. Breath is the key. If you're feeling really good and relaxed and needing some extra rest today, you can always stay here. If you're ready to move, bring your feet up onto the ground. And thread the needle, right leg starts, kick it up, and then place right ankle on top of left thigh. You can stay here, right hand, right thigh, pressing and releasing. So inhale, breath to back off, exhale, breath to press, or interlace fingers behind left hamstring or shin bone. Your spine will get heavy into the ground. You can lift your head, tuck your chin, get some length into the neck. Really exaggerating movement and breath. Breathing in to relax, soften. Exhale to bring it in. Or add more pressure. It can be nice to close your eyes if that feels okay in your body. And then draw your attention inwards. What is happening with your breath, your physical body, thoughts? Breathe in to release. Left foot down, then right. Left leg to the sky. And then place it on top of the right ankle, or right thigh rather. Ooh. All right, stay here, left hand, left thigh, or your choice. Interlace fingers. And keep activity through the left foot. You can even spread your toes. Work on some toe flexibility. Shoulder heads, press them down. Imagine collarbones lengthening and spreading out. All right, breathe in to release. And exhale here. All right, taking some activity into the core area. So core simply means all the muscles from basically below your chin to above your knees. So it's not just a six pack, it's everything in between. And you want to engage those muscles. So take your hands onto your thighs, have your shins lifted up so that they're parallel to the ceiling or floor. And then just gaze down. Are your knees right tight to your chest? Bring them back straight up from the hips. So you're creating a nice 90-degree angle. And then use your inhale breath to get some energy going. And with the exhale, press your hands into your thighs, thighs back into your hands. Breath in, soften. Breath out to press, low back. You're gonna press that down. And then imagine the belly button drawing down towards the ground as well. So long breaths. Inhale takes the ease. Exhale for the pressure, the squeeze. You got it. 3 more of your own breaths. Can you get your cheeks vibrating? It makes me giggle. All right. Breathe in to release, feet down. And then start to bring your heels in a little closer towards your body for bridge pose. Arms are down long to start. Press into your palms, press your elbows down and your shoulders. Okay, so really strong power through the arms here. Now use that same pressure and apply it to your heels. Breathe in to lift your hips. Okay, you can wiggle to flatten shoulder blades under your body. You may keep your arms long like this. You can interlace fingers, opening up even more through your chest. And I want you to squeeze your knees a little closer together. Your body's gonna wanna splay the knees wide, so hug them in tight. And your inhale breath will bring the hips up high, belly nice and full. Exhale to squeeze through the glutes. Press into your heels. And then nice and gently release your hands and work your spine all the way back down. Good. You're going to bring an arm overhead. Roll to land onto your front side. And now you're shifting your focus to the back line of your body. Start by pointing your toes. Okay, when you point your toes, the shoelace side of your foot brings contact into your mat. And this is a good setup for Cobra. So hands come beside the body. Okay, they can be upper rib, mid rib, depending on your anatomy. You want to draw shoulder heads down and away from your ears. Look down as you do this. So breathe in, lift through your chest. Breathe out, press into your feet. Inhale, chest gets long. Imagine pressing the top of your head forward and up. Exhale, squeeze glutes, inner thighs. Okay, little to no weight in the hands. It's all about your legs. Try hovering your hands, test it out. And then with the hands hovering, now send them behind you, palms to the ground. Chest stays lifted. Now lift your legs up, full locust. So it's like you're flying, balancing on your hips, pelvis, belly. Feet press away from your body and up. Good. You can stay right here or come back to Cobra. Or option to bend knees, grab for the outside of your feet, floor bow. Squeeze your knees in back together. Okay, activity through your feet, spread your toes. Take a full breath in. And with your exhale, press your feet away. So creating a nice arch through your spine. Softness into your face. A little smile for 3, 2, 1, release. Hands come under shoulders, feet down. Slide your hips back, take a child's pose, 2 breaths. Knees can go wider together, your choice. liven up your hands, press into them, elbows lift, and then pull your body through hands and knees position. Coming back to the flow, gonna do 3 sets. Okay, you've already done 1. So option to stick with the knees down. I'll teach that one first, and then I'll teach chaturanga after. All right, with the toes curled under, hips go up, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Let's align our breath, so sigh all the air out. Good, breathe in, roll forward, plank push-up. Exhale, knees lower. Resist the ground with your hands, lower all the way down. Breath in, lift heart, press into feet, cobra. Exhale, hands and knees, down dog. Smooth moves, soft breath. Chaturanga, here we go. Inhale, roll forward, plank push-up. Shift the weight forward, shoulders go ahead of wrists, and then you lower to a hover, gaze forward. Top of the feet, down, breathe in, straighten the arms, gaze up. Up dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Last one. Here we go, breathe in, come forward. Breathe out to lower, your choice. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Good, start to bring your knees back down to the ground. And then walk them all the way up to the top of your mat for hero pose. Okay, I'm a hero block user, so if you need a cushion, a block, if hips and heels don't come into contact, that's all right, you adjust accordingly. Okay, knees can go wide or together. Hands beside your hips. Okay, get a little tuck into your pelvis. So on the breath in, lift your hips, tuck the pelvis, engage the low belly, and then ease yourself back down. So you're working to stretch into your quads. That's the goal. Whether you stay here on hands, lower down to forearms. Some may come to the back. Okay, the goal is to feel sensation within your range. So know that your shape is perfect for you. I like to picture my breath as like a big balloon filling my ribs. Good, keep pressure into your feet and shin bones. Knees are grounded. Tuck your chin. If you're all the way down, grab for heels, rise to forearms. And then hands, press yourself forward. Okay, option for a down dog, or you can come to hands and knees. Extend one leg out at a time. Okay, back toes touch, a little shift forward and back. Just opening up the closed knee joint, allowing the blood to flow. Once you've had a nice opening through the legs, land your knees onto your mat. Toes can be flat or tucked under for camel pose. Camel is just like the standing back bend, so picturing a candy cane shape into your torso, and the upper spine is where the curve is. Hands to the top shelf of glutes. Okay, gaze is focused in front. And then use your inhale to lift up. Exhale, squeeze thighs. Squeeze elbows and glutes. Okay, some might practice full camel, couple breaths to play. Okay, hands can reach for heels, hips press forward, chest lifts up, nice big opening front line. And went all the way down, hands to top of the glutes. Exhale, breath, rise. Sit onto your heels. Take a little pause, slow your breath. Sometimes it gets fast. All right, moving through pigeon. You're more than welcome to come back to thread the needle. Okay, pigeon is great. And so is thread the needle, targeting the same area. Downward dog for those going through pigeon. Right leg up to start. And then bring right knee below the right wrist. Lower yourself down. Okay, back knee touches. You can work your foot a little further away. I'll give you a nice hip flexor stretch. Oh yeah. And then I'm a tight hip person, so I like to use props, which simply just bring the ground up closer, giving you support so you can get nice and deep into that stretch. You can stay right here upright or start to crawl down. Not staying too long, just a few breaths. Picture tension rolling off your body, just like water rolling off a leaf. And hands come under shoulders, press down, lift through your chest. Back toes, you can walk them in a little closer, makes it easier for the transition. And then belly strength to hug right knee in and kick it back. Downward dog. If you took thread the needle, please switch sides. Left leg for pigeon. And then draw it below the left wrist. Okay, lengthen through the right leg. Use your props. You can stay up or start to lower down. 3 slow breaths. Hands back under shoulders. Curl your back toes under, walk them in. Okay, press into your hands, left knee to chest, send it back. Walk it out. Good, lower both knees to the ground. You're gonna send the weight into either hip and then turn around and lay onto your backs. Doing the final few poses from your spine. Once you've landed onto your back, draw your knees up towards your chest. If you know a different variation, such as twisted roots, you're more than welcome to take that. Arms can go out from the shoulders, big T, or cactus at the elbows. And let your knees fall over to the left. Once you land, bringing the spine into a twist. Any low minor tweaks, shifting your hips closer to the center of your mat, stacking hips one on top of the other. Head can turn in opposite direction of the knees or the same. Engage through your belly. Breathe in, knees back to the center part of your chest. And exhale to take it over to the right this time. And then just work your breath all the way through the body, feeling all parts of the ribs, the bottom, middle, top. As the air leaves like an accordion, can twist just a little more. And slowing down naturally, feeling that rhythm of your breath smooth out. Being in awe and wonder of all the capabilities of your body and your breath. And with your inhale, slowly bring knees back through center. Feet come to the ground. Allow your knees to open, soles of the feet connect. And this is reclined cobblers. It is up to you how you wish to feel this stretch, so feet can be closer to the body or a little further away. Now you begin to let go of the control you had over your breath, releasing Ujjayi and coming into your natural breath. And when you're ready, extend heels out to the corners of your mat. I'll talk you through relaxation. As you press your heels out to the corners of your mat, letting your hips tuck underneath you. Do that same thing with the upper body, shoulder blades, little wiggle, flatten them. Let your body sink heavy down into your mat. Imagining your body like candle wax, melting, getting heavier, spreading out into the shape that you're in. Starting with the top of the head, releasing tension through the scalp, hairline, space between your brow, down into your cheeks, your jaw, release it. Have some space between your teeth. Let your tongue fall down towards the bottom of your mouth. Chest is just moving with your breath, lifting up with your inhale, sinking back down with your exhale. Arms heavy. Palms can face up. Fingers soft. Belly so soft. Legs that carried you begin to sink even further down into your mat. Thanking the quadriceps, back of the legs, hamstrings, down to your shins, your calf muscles, feet soften. Arches of your feet, just release all the tension. Toes, take a breath in. Exhale, sinking even further, so deep into relaxation. We will soon be changing up our format, offering classes through Mind Body. Hit us up if you've got some questions. That'll begin, I believe, on Monday. So my name is Brooke. It has been an absolute honor and pleasure to guide you. I wish you a beautiful evening wherever your travels take you, with peace, with love, and a little more balance. Namaste.